Darling, betrayal is like cheap coffee, bitter, but eventually it wakes you up. If someone betrays you, don't worry. It's just their way of showing you what should never be. Karma is like grandma. Sooner or later, it finds you and gives you what you deserve. Don't worry about revenge. Karma always has better aim. Overcoming problems is like making soup. It takes time, but in the end, everything blends well. If you've fallen again, don't worry. At least you tried. Hypocrisy is like bad makeup. Sooner or later, it smears and everyone sees it. Hypocrites are like nails. They're everywhere, but you only feel them when they prick you. Forgiving is like letting go of a weight. It frees you, not the fool who hurt you. Forgive, but don't forget. The brain is for remembering, the heart is for forgiving. Motivation is like a good coffee, strong, hot, and it gets you moving. If you're lacking motivation, remember that even a turtle reaches the finish line if it keeps moving. Envy is the tribute mediocres pay to the successful. It's like a hangover. It only hurts you, and it's your fault for drinking someone else's poison. Love is like wine. It gets better with time, but if you don't take care of it, it sours. Love at first sight can just be the prelude to a disappointment. True friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they're there. If you have more fingers than true friends, consider changing hands or friends. Family is like soup. If it's too salty, it's hard to swallow. You can't choose your family, but at least you can choose when and how to deal with them. Hard work doesn't kill, but why risk it? Working in a team is important. It means others can do your part while you pretend to be busy. Money doesn't buy happiness, but have you tried being happy without a penny? Saving is like chocolate. You know it's good for you, but you always want more. Health is like time. You only appreciate it when it's gone. An apple a day may keep the doctor away, but a cake a week makes life sweeter. Time is like a thief. It steals from you without you noticing until it's too late. Wasting time is like a bad haircut. Everyone notices except you. Wisdom comes with age, but sometimes age comes alone. Being wise is not knowing everything. It's knowing when to keep quiet. Happiness is not having everything. It's knowing how to enjoy what you have. Happiness is like a butterfly. The more you chase it, the more it eludes you. But if you sit still, it lands on your shoulder. True love is not found. It's built. So if you keep waiting for it to come perfect, you'll end up like a cactus in the desert, full of thorns and completely alone. Karma is like grandma's favorite boomerang. You throw it hard, and when you least expect it, it comes back to hit you in the head. So be careful with what you do. Overcoming an obstacle is like knitting a scarf. It takes time and patience, but in the end, it protects you from life's cold. Hypocrisy is like wearing dirty underwear. You can hide it for a while, but eventually, everyone notices, and you're the only one uncomfortable. Forgiving doesn't mean you agree with what was done to you. It simply means deciding you don't want to carry someone else's stupidity in your life. Motivation is like morning coffee. It might be bitter at first, but once you're awake, you realize it was just what you needed. Envy is the homage mediocres pay to the talented. If someone envies you, feel flattered. You're doing something so well that they wish they had thought of it first. Love is like a plant. If you water it too much, you drown it. If you don't water it, it dies. Find a balance before you end up with an empty pot. True friendships are like jewels, rare and precious. False friendships, on the other hand, are like plastic trinkets. They shine at first, but break at the slightest impact. Family is like soup. If you don't watch it, it overflows and makes a mess in the kitchen. Hard work is important, but remember, so is taking a break. Even Grandma knows you can't bake a cake without letting it cool first. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it makes life more comfortable. So, if you can, save a little, but don't forget to spend on something that makes you smile from time to time. Health is your greatest treasure, so take care of it. Don't wait to lose it to realize its value. It's like those glasses you only find when you don't need them anymore. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Don't waste it on things that bring you nothing, like unnecessary drama or toxic people. Grandma always says life is too short for that. Wisdom isn't measured by how many books you've read, but by how many times you've applied what you learned. So don't settle for knowing a lot. Make sure you understand and use it. Happiness is not a destination, it's a journey. If you only wait to be happy when you reach a certain goal, you might spend your whole life waiting. Enjoy the journey and find small moments of joy every day. Optimism is like oil in a rusty machine. It doesn't fix everything immediately, but over time, it makes things work much better. Secrets are like garlic in a recipe. A little adds flavor to life, but too much can ruin everything, so learn to use them in moderation. Promises are like plants. Delicate and easy to grow at first, but they require constant care not to wither. Patience is a virtue, but it's also an excellent teacher. It teaches you that not everything worth having happens immediately, and that sometimes good things really do come to those who wait. Optimism is like an umbrella. It doesn't stop the rain, but it helps you not get so wet. Secrets are like cats. No matter how you hide them, they always escape. Patience is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Respect is like money. If you spend it all at once, you're left with nothing. Pride is like salt in food. A little is fine, but too much ruins it. Dreams are like flowers. You have to water them every day for them to grow. Promises are like mirrors, easy to break and hard to repair. Laziness is like rust. It slowly eats away the best of you. Humor is like a good hat. It always looks good and never goes out of style. Intelligence is like a good joke. Not everyone gets it, but it's always appreciated. Hope is like the sun. It can be cloudy, but it always shines again. Opportunities are like trains. If you miss one, wait for the next. Regret is like a heavy backpack. It's better to leave it on the road. Creativity is like a garden. If you don't cultivate it, it fills with weeds. Courage is like a good pair of shoes. It takes you to places you never imagined. Trust is like a sheet of paper. Once wrinkled, it never returns to its original form. Honesty is like a compass. It always shows you the right way, even if it's not always the easiest. Success is like ice cream. It's best enjoyed when shared. Gratitude is like perfume. You can't pour it on others without some drops falling on you. Patience is a virtue, but punctuality is also important. Curiosity is like a trigger. It can lead to great discoveries or great problems. Self-love is like a plant. It requires constant care to flourish. Physical intimacy is a deep form of communication between couples. Control and mutual trust are essential for a solid and satisfying relationship. I hope you've enjoyed this video full of advice and wisdom for all stages of life. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, Wise Old Age, for more inspiring and knowledgeable content. I would love to hear what you thought of the video, so leave your comments below and share your own experiences and thoughts. Thank you for being here, and until next time.